There is always something that you can do. Always. Okay, so let me come a little closer because Granny got some heart to heart for you, okay? There's no point in always want to get into debates and arguing about people from other cultures, how they program our children, when we have not made any moves at all to be in the positions that they are in so that we can train them the way we need them to be trained, so they can take care of the things that need to be taken care of. So when the future generations come along, whether they are already here or some are to be birthed into the future, okay, so we don't like how black and brown are treated by police. You know what? If you do not, or anybody in the community does not have a bad record, go join the force. Go join the force, and you be that protection that is needed for our women and our children and our elders, because our elders are in trouble too. You don't like the lawyers that you are given. Okay, you know what? You have children, you have nieces and nephews, groom them to have a mindset of a lawyer. So maybe one day when they are at age, they may decide to go to school and get the credentials needed to become a lawyer and protect those in our community. You don't like how we are being treated in the medical healthcare industry. You know what? Groom the children. Groom the children. What's the point in always arguing that this is how we are being treated and we're not making moves? Only thing we're putting in place is more videos, more debates, more talks in the community about what's not right, when in those same communities, in those same meetings, in these videos, we're not coming up with a plan to put in place to have our children with the mindset of being on the police force, being a judge, being a lawyer, being a doctor, being a role model, being a mentor, being anything that we need in our black and brown community. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. 30, 40 years ago, yeah, we still had some excuses, but today, 2022, there is no excuse. Granny doesn't have a sweet message for today. It's got a little bit of vinegar to it, but you know what? This is the healing that we need. We need to snap out of always wanting to get on here and always saying something about what the other cultures or what the man, how they used to always say it back in the 60s and the 70s, how they are always trying to make sure that we don't get what we're supposed to have. You know what? Some of that may still be true, but most of it is our fault. We don't want to take accountability for it. We need to own up. We need to man up. We need to woman up. We need to be in the positions that we need for our children. Okay, so you don't want to go to school. School doesn't work for you. Fine. You know what? As long as you don't have a sketchy record, what I mean by that is you don't have any bad marks on your record, you can be an instructional assistant or a teacher's assistant in the public school settings. You can be the positive force that our children can see. Specifically, you young black men. We need more of you in the school system. We need more of you in the school systems. Get in there. I don't care if you don't have the education. As long as you don't have a felony on your record, you don't have a bad record, go put in for those positions. Our black children need you there, especially our black young men. Black women too, black young girls do too, but we need you there. There's not enough of us here. We need you here because if our children don't see you in these roles, they're not going to want to do better. They're not. They need you in there. They need you in there to help work through their frustration. So as they get to our age, life is much sweeter for them, okay? Now that's the little sweetening honey I'm going to put on there. There are things that you can do. Even if you get your foot in the door as an instructional assistant, or if you don't want to do that, you can go in the cafeteria and work. You meet the children there. You can put a smile on their face. You can push a broom. Just get your foot in the door. And then if you decide you want to become a teacher, your foot already in the door. That's the thing that you need. This is my motto. All I need is a pinky toe in the door. I got it from there. As long as my pinky toe get in, the rest of me coming with it, okay? So I just had to put that out there because this is my first year in the public school system. I've been teaching private school for over 20 some years, okay? And I always said that if the last school that I was in, if that closed down, I was going to try public school. There's not enough of us in there. I see why the children struggle the way they do. That's because we are not in place. We need to be in place. That's on us. Help me have more of us in place, okay? Our babies need us.